Hey guys, it's Jag. Welcome back to the arcade. Let's get back to just another game, The Legend of Zelda: The Wind Waker, where we constantly take Medli's free will away from her. This poor girl is gonna have her mind wiped or hypnotized so often by the end of this, she's gonna forget why she came down here in the first place. And Link's gonna be to blame. You know, to be fair though, we are kind of consigning her to praying in the depths of a tomb. So, you know, I don't see why she would be particularly happy about being in here. Alright, the pose came back. Haha, I'm standing in the light. Your mortal enemy, of course. I kind of think poses are really weird in this game, especially compared to how they are in like Twilight Princess, but then Twilight Princess made a point to take itself way too seriously. If I have to be perfectly honest, Twilight Princess is probably my least favorite of all the Zeldas. I just do not like Twilight Princess, and I'm sorry for people who do. But I just thought that game was just bad. I mean, it just really was not fun to play. It was also weird, and Zelda was, you know, this is gonna be funny to say because I say that Zelda should have a personality, but in Wind Waker's, not in Wind Waker, in Twilight Princess, Zelda kind of just cycled between being useless and just being an absolute bitch. And, you know, I don't really get what they were trying to do with her character. And it kind of didn't make a whole lot of sense for the whole Twilight Realm thing. Just hit me wrong. A, it was full of bloom, which really hurt my eyes to play. And B, the story just felt half-assed. Like, suddenly there's a crisis, and absolutely no one in Link's hometown had any clue about it, even though one of the townspeople was a famous knight. And it was only— oh, quit humping my face, quit it. And he traveled a lot, but somehow he didn't know that Hyrule Castle had been taken over until you free it from Twilight. I don't know, it's hard to describe just how it hit me wrong, but I always thought it was a really dumb story. It just did not fit well. It felt like they were trying to take all the well, thank you for killing the keys. All the complaints that people had about Wind Waker and just completely overreacting to it, to be perfectly honest. Alright, so we have a Stalfos here. I'm actually okay with that. Stop hopping around and die again. Okay. Felt like I didn't get nearly as much time with your remains as I should have. Ow. Why am I fighting a pair of legs? Okay, this is weird. I did not know that you could do this with a Stalfos. But you're gonna die now. Oh, you're not dead. Now you are. Okay, that was interesting. I did like one thing in Twilight Princess. One thing I thought was really cool. The ice dungeon, where you unlock various parts of it by exploring someone's, essentially their house, and bringing them ingredients for a better and better soup. I thought that was really cool, especially since, because your main healing thing is the soup, there are no hearts in that dungeon, so you're reliant on the soup. I thought that was actually a really cool mechanic, and it was nice to explore a dungeon that wasn't a temple for once. It was just somebody's house. Now, the sledding minigame can go to hell. I mean, let's be real here. The sledding minigame can just go to hell. Alright. Clearly, we're almost to the boss door, but we don't have the boss keys, so we have a lot of exploring left to do. And this architecture is kind of neat, I do admit it. I can see a lot of, I can see how this really works for, you know, descending into a shrine. Can I just smack that boulder? No. You know, if we were going through this dungeon the right way, then this would be the ascent to the Eyrie. Essentially, because it's underwater. Perfect! Look at that throw! Alright, now we have our warp between all the pots. Medley, am I gonna have to leave you here? Kinda don't feel like that's the right answer. Can I command you? I better be able to command you from here, to be perfectly honest. Maybe I could just fly you over there. I'm gonna just try to fly you over there. Or, you know, you could just fall and nearly get captured. That's cool too. Good job remembering how to fly. Alright, so there are floor masters down there under the cursed fog. So don't jump in there unless you want to have a really bad time and hate everything about your life. What do we got in here? This puzzle in particular really reminds me of the Spirit Temple. I feel like there is a room almost exactly like this. Alright, down you go. I don't see any redeads, so that's a plus. Let's take a look. I bet I have to fly her up there to be on that switch. So yeah, that's what I'm thinking. She needs to be up there to stand on the switch so that Link can actually bounce slide around. Alright. Never will I ever forget the command melody again. Holy Christ, not after this. Alright, you stand here. Shouldn't we be underwater, by the way? How is this still working? We're really deep into the temple now. I feel like we would be letting in the ocean, right? Alright, where's that light? There it is. Okay, well, first things first, I am going to get this chest. Chest. Every time I say chest, I'm thinking Chesto, which was an attack in one of my favorite manga that never made it across. Purple rupee, sweet. History's greatest disciple, Kenichi. I was shocked that I'm still shocked, to be perfectly honest, that has never been officially translated and brought over here. It's very fan servicey, which is, you know, I would almost say is why, but given we have like high school D&D and a bunch of other heavy fan service mangas at this point, shouldn't be a concern anymore. But it's very fan servicey and yet still very fun to read. I really wish it had an official translation. I really do. I feel like it could have been another a more mature Naruto, less shonen Naruto, I guess. It was still pretty shonen for its own way, but the art style was much better. And I'm not really trying to knock on people who are fans of Naruto. Eventually I didn't really enjoy it. Okay. What do I do with this? Is my question. I read the first arc or so up till he becomes like an official ninja, and basically around the first time skip, I read a little bit past that, but that's a manga that just kind of kept going. I mean, and that's the nicest thing that I can say. It just kept going. And eventually I lost interest in it and I never picked it back up. Kind of was the same with Bleach. I wasn't a real big fan of Bleach, but I did a better job of keeping up with Bleach than Naruto. And what do we have here? Why is this just going this way? Actually, no, it's sunk, so this is where it belongs. Well, this is interesting. What do? Clearly it's supposed to light this one up somehow. I'm gonna go ahead and just push this into place. But just as clearly, there's some part of this puzzle we're missing. We can't rotate it, can we? And it's not really in a good place for me to bounce light with. Medley, is there anything that's, from your point of view, I need to do? I step off this. Okay, I can actually use Medley. Well, if I can use Medley... Alright, if I can use Medley... Then can I put her here and bounce light across? Is that what I need to do? And it kind of disappears, right? What if I did this? Oop! Crap. What if I bounce it this way? Because I can bounce it basically to that wall. And then I can bring Link down. And can Link do anything? Kinda no. But I think I'm onto something with this. Yeah, okay. I feel like I am onto something with this. I feel like this is close to an answer. But it's not quite the answer. Alright, so how do I want to bounce light? I can't power through that beam. Hey, wait a minute. What's this? Aha! The answer! It comes! I need to bounce light over towards the heart mark. Right about there. And now Link can do something. This is actually a really good puzzle. Alright, good enough. Solve the puzzle with your ass, Link. Come on, Link. There we go. There we go. This track had to do something. Let's Still need to get this up here. Clear this out. This is a very intricate puzzle. I really like this. I really do. This is the kind of puzzle that I enjoyed in the Spirit Temple, and I'm glad to see that they've put a lot of thought into this. This one really made me think and have to look around and analyze my surroundings. So now we can move the light further. Automatically puts her harp away. What a polite girl. All the way down here. There we go. I want to bounce the light on this chest first and foremost. And no, before you ask, you cannot actually solve this, the chest on Windfall Island this way, because you do not have any light beams to bounce at it until you light up the lighthouse, and the lighthouse just solves the puzzle itself. A joy pendant, hooray. At this point, I think that we can safely just sell all the joy pendants. I don't think Miss Marie wants any more. Okay, alright, I think I see what I have to do here. I have to bounce. This is kind of convoluted. I have to bounce it. Maybe? Do I have to bring Medley over here and bounce it? I might. Yeah, I think that's the thing. I have to bring Medley over to this heart mark. Okay. That's what we're... Oh, actually, while I'm on the subject, I probably need to... Can I take care of that? Can I just dissolve that statue on my own before I get too involved in this? Yeah. Alright, that brings out another mirror, so let's go ahead and do that. Oh no, I'm crossing the beams, crossing the beams, crossing the beams, oh no. Have not watched Ghostbusters in forever. I really need to sit down with some friends and just have a movie night with a bunch of these movies that none of us have seen in ages. Alright, Medley, I'm gonna need you to come over here to... Hopefully I can control you from here. Good. Alright, you need to come over here, my little woman. I'm gonna... Wow, all my screen is just light. I'm gonna need you to stand up here, which means they're gonna have to fly up here and right on that marker right there. Good. And then I take you and I ninja crawl. Someday I'll remember that Link actually has to have a sword drawn to also draw his shield. I can barely see the marker. Good enough. And this should be the last one, I think. This should get us the light all the way around to where we can reflect it on the sun statue, I hope. There we go. Any goodies in the pots? Wow! Did I not bust the other pot? Because it is lucrative. Link, get up. Grab the rupees. Let's go do that. Let's just move this out. And then we'll go do that. Okay, we appear to be pretty well set up. Both of us need to stand on each of these diodes, or these dioces, but we need to stand on those platforms and do our thing. Yeah, look at all this money. I'm not going to turn down money. Money is very, very good. Money is life in this game. Alright. Let's go ahead and control Medley. I'm really pleased by this puzzle. This required a lot of work, but it feels very satisfying to have completed it. Alright, Medley. Camera, you... Oh, look at that. Oh. There we go. You hold that pose. I will hold this pose. And we will make another sun. There we go. They did not want you getting to that room. Just saying. Alright. Medley, you... Oh, hey. What's over here? Medley, come on. What's over here? We never lit this up? That's another room. Okay. What do we got here? Okay, I see what we're doing here. Medley, you are going to need to stand here and reflect light at a particular point down there. Actually, can you do anything with the light against them? I don't know. We'll find out. Oh man, they do not flinch unless you shoot them with an arrow. Ow. And if they get started, you cannot hit them with an arrow. Okay. The one thing that I did like about Twilight Princess is they made bomb arrows a thing, which is actually the result of a glitch in Link's Awakening. I wonder if that's going to come back. So you could have bomb arrows in Link's Awakening if you assigned B and A with arrows and bombs and then hit them at the same time. And it shouldn't have been possible, but it was. And you would get an arrow that could launch a bomb. And they brought that back in Twilight Princess, which I thought was really cool. They also brought back the fact that you cannot defeat Staloses without bombs, whereas in Link's Awakening you only really did that with the Star Lord. Alright, so Medley's role is just to basically shatter the sarcophagi. She doesn't do anything else. Alright. I'm probably going to regret Link being down here to do this, but here we are. If I could play the song correctly. Alright. Link, or Medley, return control to Link before you die. Man, you really have to be ready to wail on those skulls to be able to finish them in one cycle. Alright, another treasure chest down. What are we getting in this one? Hopefully another chart? Maybe a piece of heart? I would not say no to a piece of heart. Treasure chart! Alright. Treasure chart's always good. Come on, Medley. See, now you're walking through doors just fine. What was up with it earlier in the dungeon where you couldn't? I mean, really? That was so weird. How are we doing on dungeon stuff? One chest left, which is probably the boss key. You know, I'm kind of less intimidated by you guys after having fought so many. Just throwing in curse bubbles with you, though, is really just unfair. It really is. I mean, I'm not intimidated by dark nuts, but curse bubbles as well. That's what we call a dick move game. Especially since you can't kill curse bubbles without light. At least I don't think you can. But they're still around, so clearly this is supposed to be a way. What we got here? Oh, actually, I have an idea. What if we do this? Really? I want to try to blow the flames away, but they're not making it easy because they can follow so closely, and they're so good at chasing. There we go. That's how you defeat them. Okay. Oh, no. Oh, actually, I kind of do want to take a picture of them, though. Yeah, I'll save that. Kind of accidentally a good thing. Accidentally a thing. Yeah, if you do it right, they're easy. I'm glad I had that inspiration before I spent like 20 minutes in here. And of course, this is our boss key. You got the big key, use it to gain entrance to the room where the dungeon's boss lurks. Awesome, view the map screen and see for yourself. Alright, well, I think we're gonna call it an episode here, guys. This is kind of a long and convoluted dungeon, and I really did think we were gonna get to the boss today, but I can't say that I'm not happy with this episode because this was a lot of fun. So, if you enjoyed what you saw, make sure you leave me that thumbs up. If you're new to the channel, subscribe because I upload Wind Waker every weekday. And of course, you definitely don't want to miss when we do fight the boss and Medley awakens fully as a sage. And if you have any hints, tips, or tricks, make sure you leave me a comment. Namely, where the hell is Medley? But anyways, thanks for watching again, and you guys have a great day. Later.